Good afternoon from Historic House. John here. Yeah, another Saturday afternoon. Yeah, discussing various teas. Today, slightly different kind of product. Something called Slippery Elm, which is the you know a native of the United States and Canada. Slippery Elm can grow up to 60 feet tall. The tree it comes from. It's thick grey bark. And the good things about it are simply remarkable. Let's have a look. Seborrheic disease, you know, the whole idea that mucous membranes throughout your body are a natural barrier to disease. And when they're infected and inflamed, your resistance to disease and things, kind of goes down. Slippery elm is one of the most restorative treatments for inflamed and irritated mucous membranes throughout your body. It draws out toxins with real fervour, and it coats the membranes with soothing mucilage to heal them and shield them from infections. Yeah, it's very useful for disease prevention. Respiratory problems, inflammation of the stomach lining, urinary tract disorders, cystitis. And it's really soothing for intestinal disorders, things like colitis and diverticulitis. It aids digestion and can normalise bowel movements. So I'm just reading my notes here. And yeah, because I've yet to purchase one of those things. Well, the typists used to have, where they'd have text, held up at the side. Yeah, I've not got some. I need to find something like that. Just keep having to refer to the text down here. Apparently, it's very good for recuperation. It builds your body's defences. And it can draw out toxins, and it's one of the best things for drawing out toxins. Soothes and protects your cells. It's a wholesome herb, with as much nutrition as oatmeal, which is clearly interesting. That's just the look of it. Interesting smell. But we'll get onto that later. It's got cancer-fighting vitamins and silicon for tissue repair. Yeah. And it's also a good way to build your strength. I'm 62. I'm getting on a bit. I do find, not as strong as I used to be. But it's got, well, listen to this. Just in terms of vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin B complex, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin K. It's got protein and calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, silicon, selenium, sodium, and zinc. It's ideal for recovering from any illness. You can make a poultice to deal with things like sores, boils, burns, benign growths, skin diseases, and infections. It's really good, and it's also it's also a protein source for vegetarians and muscle builders. And and I'm gonna try it now for you. See what you think. I've had a little sniff and a little sip already. So yeah. So here it is. Not. It's looks like really weak tea or something, doesn't it? And it smells. Now to me, it smells like, when you get noodles, the liquid from a super noodle. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure its flavour. It's just smells like noodle water to me. That's all I'm getting with a kind of nuttiness. Very. It'd have to be a very generic nut, but yeah, kind of. It's like nutty noodle water. It sounds like I don't know. It sounds like something, doesn't it? Anyway, so here we go. I'm gonna have a little sip now. I've also put oat milk in here, and a lot of quite a bit of honey actually. Cause, yeah. But yeah, noodle water thing. Yeah, you can taste it. And you can taste it behind the honey, behind everything. Comes in powdered form. So I've just put half a teaspoon in the bottom of this cup. Added some boiling water, a bit of honey, and then a bit of oat milk. And I must say, it's it's not a bad little drink. So I'm going to drink this for the rest of the week. See if it builds my health up. And it's available anywhere. Health food shops anywhere. I think you can even get it in supermarkets. Slippery Elm it's called. And there we go. That's Slippery Elm thing. So that's what we're gonna that's what we're gonna be drinking this weekend. I'll review it next week for you on the 23rd of December. Good grief, Christmas is here. It's what is it, the 17th today? 16th, 17th, 16th. Yeah, and yeah, it's a strictly final. Woohoo! Decided not to watch it again after this. I'm going to make it my last time watching it. You know, being an avid thing, I used to. I mean, yeah, up until this year, last year I watched it. You know, so you'd watch the first show, and then there'd be the It Takes Two show every night. So you watch it. Watching it 7 nights a week, and for a while I felt uncomfortable with it. Hyper positivity, I suppose. You know, yeah, showbiz world's glitz and glamour and you know, and entertainment and yeah, that's fine. Presented to the world, you know, presented to the world. This particular face, yeah, and that's okay. You know, if you're paying to see a show, that's what you're paying to see. But you know, I don't know. It's like, you know, all these you know, celebrity and dancers they're paired up with. You know, they're going to be best friend. You know, I found my best friend forever. Yeah. Which I just kind of, it's positive, but it's kind of irritating that it's positive, but everyone says the same thing. And it's almost like everyone says the same thing. Best friend forever. I'm so proud. The word proud. How many times is the word proud used on that show? But anyway, the dancing's great. I love the dancing. The bits in between where it's all woohoo. It's got on my nerves so much I've decided not to watch it again after this final. Because, you know, it's, I don't know. Yeah. It's just kind of gets on my nerves now. Gets on my nerves. Right, so that's that. Pau D'arco, my goodness. Pau D'arco. What can I say about Pau D'arco? Yep, it did me good. I do feel, I do feel slightly less bloated and stuff, I suppose. But again, I found it's. I suppose if you're trying to diet, it's good because it does. You know what I mean? Put your food. It makes you feel. Yeah, not put your food, but it kind of lessens your appetite. You're not as hungry. You don't think you're as hungry as well. And I think it'd be very good if you're wanting to lose a bit of weight. And that's that, really. I still think it tastes like banana custard. This, as it cools down. It's still, I mean, the still thing is, it's like noodle water. It's just like, you know, when you always run out of noodle, you always eat the noodles first and just end up with all this liquid, don't you, at the end? And I must admit to drinking it down, but it's a perfectly natural product. And I do want to say about my stomach, because my mother had diverticulitis, and that's one of the things that it deals with. Yeah, I know. I should have mentioned last week that we were going to do this, but never mind. Here we are. Cheese update, still at 15. Still at 15. Yeah. Still got an awful lot of cheese to eat. Yeah. So I'm going to advise people, don't get any more than 500 grams at a time. I've been thinking, yeah, get a kilogram. Yeah, so I've now got, I think I've got 3 kilograms of cheese in my fridge, which is a little bit too much. And also, also it just, yeah, it's just. I don't want to be. I want to enjoy it, not force myself to eat it. Yeah. But yeah, I still make it part of. I always eat some every day. It's really good. But yeah, it's just crazy, isn't it? If it is true, my hearing has been improved by eating cheese. Then then people want to eat it. And if it's, if any cheese will do, and in fact these low-fat cheeses, will be alright, like things like Quark. I don't know if that's a brand, but, it's, really, really, really low fat. Maybe the lowest fat cheese. I don't know whether it is the lowest fat cheese. It may be. It doesn't taste very nice, though, to be honest. But, yeah, healthy stuff sometimes is, you've got to focus on that, haven't you, rather than just one of the senses, because we're more than, that way, we're more than taste, more than just taste buds, aren't we? Yeah, and some of the things that taste the nicest can be the absolute worst for you. But it's interesting about senses, because, cheese, I'm going back to cheese. One of the cheeses I get is it's a Scandinavian cheese. And it's kind of a strange, it's a weird brown colour. And it's like, just based on the colour. Kane wouldn't eat it just based on the colour, which, it's just, I suppose it's just how young folk are now, but it's, it's quite a low-fat cheese, but it's just, I'm talking about senses here, it's just senses, isn't it? People say we eat with his eyes. Okay. We eat with his nose, and we eat with his mouth. Well, we do, of course. It all adds to it, but we're more than that, and we should take a more whole-body approach to it, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it may not look the most appetising thing, but that doesn't mean it's bad for you. I mean, think about honey, one of the nicest things you can eat. What is that? I think it's regurgitated. It's bee sick, isn't it? I think bees are sick 6 times to produce honey. Yeah, we just think, oh, it's sweet. Yeah. We don't think about that. It's bee sick. I mean, if we did, would we eat it? Would we really eat it? It's bee sick. Oh, it's bee sick. So you wouldn't eat dog vomit, would you? No. No, you wouldn't. There we go. But anyway, that's me for today. A bit of a ramble today. I'm sorry. So next week we're gonna stick with the barks, I think. So we're gonna try another bark. One called, I think it's going to be Cat's Claw. One called Cat's Claw. Yeah, South American. There's a couple of barks I've got so that we're going to try this week. I'm going to stick with the Slippery Elm because it's good. It's actually good for you. It's like food. So I'm going to stick with this. And once again, thank you for listening. Yeah. And I'll see you on the 23rd.